No, absolutely. And I definitely want to get you back here soon. I could talk to you all day, but before I let you go, you and me are both in the tech realm. Um, what do you see as the future of AI? The way it's going to take over the political atmosphere, the way it's going to take over the entertainment industry, the way it's going to take over the workforce. It seems like it's going to take over every walk of life, and I think it's going to interfere in our elections. I think it's endless what this is going to do.
Uh, it's kind of hard to note. Right now, I use AI myself to help with with semi speech writing, some of the articles, for my website, and but it's still I have to input a lot of the data. I still have to come up with the creative information. So I type out things that I would normally type out, and then I would say, "Hey, ChatGPT, rewrite this to sound a little bit better, look for grammar mistakes or whatever," and it would spit out something that I would like, oh, okay, well this is a better way of saying it, but it's still what I would have said, just in a different kind of voice. Some people have seen, well, hey, you sound like your chat GPT, but there's a lot of editing behind it. It saves some time, but at the current moment it's only really saving some time. But people need to understand, you can't just say, hey, chat GPT, write me a 50-page novel or 500-page novel. It's not going to do that. You
Eventually,
still
though, it
gotta,
will get to that point.
yeah, but it's all going to take our knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's an artificial intelligence. It's like our knowledge.
You know
Everything
what?
that
You
we
know what is
know.
fascinating though. It is passing the bar exam. It is passing the doctor exam.
Oh
Like
yeah.
the fact that it can pull that off, that's mind blowing to me.
But the thing is that it still misses the spark that, like as much book knowledge you see in the shows where somebody who's got more knowledge. I think it was the Star Trek Picard lately. You got Beverly Crusher. She's been on the field for all this time, and there's somebody that's hurt, and she hasn't done doctoring for a long time, and then somebody's there, and she's like, "Hold on," and it's like, "Well, I'm doing the medical procedure. The person's going to die." Blah blah blah, and she's like, "Wait a minute." And she knew something that the computer system didn't know, that the knowledge didn't know. So you miss out on that. You can use it as a aid or a tool for a lot of things, but it's not going to replace humans, the human touch. Like, you can only put so many computers out there to, like, move equipment and stuff like that, but you still need a human to do certain things. It's work, in the job force. Yeah, I can see a lot of change. A lot of the you've seen less industry. Less, more bots in the industry, but they still fail. So you wonder, it's like other jobs replace. You're gonna have to have a programmer. You're gonna have to have somebody oils it. You're gonna have somebody that has the place. So how much is it really going to change, or is it going to develop to more jobs or different types of jobs? But then at the same time, our human existence is supposed to be an existence where we're supposed to make it easier for us over time. We're no longer the hunter gatherer. We're no longer ones where we had to work every single day, from dusk to dawn to make sure we had food. We moved to a 40-hour work week. Now we've probably moved to a point where we can probably do 20 hours of work. I think that we need to get to a point where we can figure out a way that people can be provided for basic, at least basic stuff. I say we're a first world nation. There's no excuse for, I know people go, "Oh, you encroach into uh, socialism or communism." I'm like, no, no, no. We're supposed to be a first world nation. We're supposed to be better. We should be able to provide certain, at least simple base things for people. A simple place to live. Basic stuff. But then you still give back. But I think the biggest issue is now that people don't want to give back 40 hours a work week, or 50 hours a work week when everything is taken from them. Like, you give people welfare, but if you work a little bit, the welfare goes. And then they end up with less money, and then they don't have a home. So you got working people who are homeless. You got people out there living in their cars, living in a little trailer. You had people working at Facebook living in a moving van. You have people in Facebook living in pods, sleeping pods inside the place because they cannot afford. You got people in California who park their cars in these parking lots where they pay like $10 a night or whatever because they can't afford a place to live because there's $1 million trailers. All I'm saying is we need to get to a way that we can provide for the American citizens at least basic needs. There's empty buildings everywhere. I work in a building that almost half the building is giantly empty, and there's enough for people. I mean, people are freaking out about them cloning food, but they can clone food. They can create new stuff. There's new medicines and new things out there. We need to get to a better future where we are working less, having more, and having a better life. So we can sit back and watch Netflix all day and consume or whatever we want to do. But we still work. We're always going to have to work. Even if the AI does some stuff, we're still going to have to work. I don't see us turning into a Wall-E type situation where a fat person in a chair, because at the end of the day, how did that ship fly around for 500 years with a few robots doing things? Yeah, no. Somebody's going to have to work in there to do stuff. I don't know how many robots you put in there. There's certain things that a human's going to have to do at the end of the day. Robot's not going to be able to milk your baby, and have baby no matter what.
Right. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. Peter, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can get involved.
Yeah, you can go to peterboykin.com and check out the website, and everything's on there, and my social media is there, and I have like the card in there, and basically I'm on all over the internet, Rumble and YouTube and TikTok, that evil TikTok that everybody complains about, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, or whatever they call it now. The only thing I don't think I really do is Snapchat or well, no, I did Instagram. Snapchat. I don't really do Snapchat because that's just one. There's just so many out there to do nowadays. Telegram. I'm on Telegram. I'm pretty much everywhere I can be out there. And again, some of my candidates that I run against, they'll say, "Well, I went all the 100 counties and I did the personal touch," and I'm like, "This is 2023. You can get in touch with me virtually on the phone. My phone number's out there. My email address is out there. I'm online. And if you really do need to see me face to face, then hey, contact me. We'll talk and I'll come see you." But I don't think that we need to travel all 100 counties. I don't believe that a political campaign needs to cost millions of dollars. I'm literally running my campaign on hundreds of dollars. Not thousands, not any donors. I'm not beholden to donors. I'm not beholden to corporations. I'm beholden to me getting up out of bed, going to work, doing some extra work to make some extra money to get the promotion out. And, it starts with peterboykin.com. I can always take people's money and donations, but if you're in North Carolina, what I would like is people to volunteer. And that's pretty much what I really need is just volunteers, because I'm about to hit door to door, and I'm trying to hit 100,000 doors by myself. But I'm hoping that I'll get some volunteers involved to help me, make sure I get to everywhere. And we're going to door in the winter. That's the way that the primaries work. God knows why.
Amen, man. We'll keep up the great work. Let's talk soon. I'm rooting for you, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you. Peace.
Absolutely. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Rory Sauter and the news.